Jesse. They want you back on the track, I think. This is Jesse. I believe Jesse's going down there.
Setting up all the sound and bits, so they're a great supporter and we really appreciate having them here. They've also got a couple of cars competing as well, Isaac.
Yeah, we actually see one of them on track right now. Believe? I think I'll get something to clarify on that one. This is starting endurance number 1, RMIT out on track, car number 88. So yes, you're right, Angelo. RMIT's run 2 cars in this competition, a petrol car and an electric car.
So while we're waiting for some of the cars to go around and clock in some laps, I think it's a good opportunity to acknowledge some of the supporters and partners of FSAE that make this event possible. So. SAE events such as the Mobility Engineering Excellence Awards, which some of our current sponsors also partake in, so it's really great to see them here, and we thank them for their contribution.
And Angela, we're just seeing the second vehicle out on track this morning, the University of Catalunya entry, electric car number E32. Now, it's not just by chance that the first 2 vehicles we've seen on track are electric. All the electric vehicles will be running at the beginning of the stint today. The idea behind that is that they have a battery pack in them, and unlike a petrol car, you can't just pour more fuel in. The electrons need a little bit of time to get their energy back. 3 or 4 hours for some teams, so they're running at the beginning to give them a chance at the second endurance this afternoon. Just an update on the first lap time posted, car 88 from RMIT, 1 minute 39.8. That's about the times we were seeing yesterday for the sighting runs, but they're coming out for the second one now, around the final corner, 1 minute 33.3.
Just while we're waiting for a few more times to come in, what about a bit of a roundup on yesterday's times? Have you got any data on that we can share with anyone that might be listening?
No data written down, but we'll see what I remember off the top of my head. We're seeing this
pretty on the spot there, but
you throw me a curveball straight away. The sighting laps we were seeing yesterday were somewhere between 1 minute 30 and 1 minute 40. Now, by the end of the that a lot of the teams are vertical, so a lot of the teams are running between 120 and 125 sort of thing. I think we can expect to see times down towards that in this endurance session, but probably not things down at the 117 kind of mark we were seeing yesterday. The track's a bit colder, and in many ways the first endurance is a banker for a lot of teams. They just want to get it done, make sure they finish the endurance. As they always say, to finish first you must finish. As we see the Catalunya car come round, S32 for its first lap, 1 minute 55.
So while we're looking at the guys from the University of Catalunya going around there, had a chance to go around to the pits paddock yesterday and sort of catch up with a few teams and get some goss and information from them. So just speaking to the guys from Catalunya, they're obviously stoked to be here. It's their first time in Australia. I think it'd be accurate to say that they're quite more relaxed here at the Australian event than what they've been exposed to at the overseas competitions, where you might get anywhere up to 150 plus competitors. So they're not getting the chance to do the number of laps that they'd be doing here in the Australian event. So they thought, it's pretty relaxed, easy going. They love being here and felt really warm and invited, and they reckon that most of the other teams have been really helpful, so that's made them feel that it's a good experience for them. So based on their acceleration test yesterday, I think Catalonia are looking quite good and quite strong, so I'm not quite sure where they finished up yesterday. Isaac.
One of those two up there.
and they have gotten rid of the cars. TV and audio guys. I'm hearing our audio's quality on the live stream is not fantastic. Please stay tuned. I'm sure we'll fix it. E32 Catalunya across the line, 152.7. Nine. Now we can see the swimmer vehicle. See the swimmer vehicle. This is the University of Canterbury Motorsport Vehicle, E30 up on track. Track for endurance is identical to the autocross track. Yes, identifies one code to one code width, but other than that, it's absolutely identical. I'm rating across the line, 1 minute 34.3. Yes, apparently the code they moved very frequently, so it's a little bit of other code. So moving across the line, 167.1. And then for their road change. RMIT Electric coming round for the end of lap 12, E88 sitting, 135.4.
Okay, Isaac, Ange in the pits down here. We've just seen Gerard come out of the Catalunya vehicle. So, buenos dias, Gerard.
Buenos dias.
So how do you feel, Gerard? It's your first time on the track and a little bit cold this morning. So you're performing quite well. You're up in the top 3 or 4, I believe. So how do you think the track's responding to the car?
Well, the track was so well, but it's a bit difficult to know all the openings in the corners, and the track is a little bit slippery because the temperature. But our car is running so well, and we are so happy with the results.
Fantastic. And what's your background and your role in the team? Apart from being a driver, is there anything else that you contribute while you're back in Catalunya?
Yes, well, I am the chief engineer of aerodynamics and bodywork, and also I have worked in the porting department, and I am the community manager of the team also, so it's a very busy competition.
Yeah, it is, and I must say there's been a lot of positive comments about the presentation and the style of the vehicle, so congratulations to you and your team for that. Your impressions of Australia? Your impressions of Australia, the country?
We are so impressed because this is very different from our origin country, but we are hopeful to be here in a week of holidays, and we will know more about Australia.
Fantastic. Well, we appreciate your time and wish you the best of luck in the rest of the competition today. Thank you, Gerard.
Thank you very much.
Just out of the pits after the driver change. We missed a lap for Canterbury there, but 146.5 on their first lap, 142.7 on their second. as we see Catalonia E32 coming around, being caught quickly by Canterbury. Catalonia across the line with a 1 minute 55.3. Canterbury quick slap today for them, 137.2. Canterbury Motorsport vehicle passes Catalonia E32 on track. As the vehicles on track right now are RMIT Electric, Catalonia, Swinburne and Canterbury Motorsport. The Swinburne vehicle coming back into the skid pad complex, E17 completing their 10th lap. Fastest lap of their first stint was a 126.0, the first lap of their second stint a 206.2. Obviously that'll come down as the driver gets used to the track. Motorsport vehicle E13 coming around the corner. Last lap around 1:37.2 this lap, 1:45.4. Followed quickly by RMIT Electric, and then they'll be passing the first passing lane. Across the line, 59.8. University on their second lap of their second stint. E17 last time with a 2.06.2. Across the line this time, 142.6. I doubt he'll be able to take 24 seconds off the lap next time round, but I'm sure we'll see another improvement. RMIT Electric, the 88 passing Canterbury at some point on the last lap. Last time round, 138.0. This time round, 133.4. Canterbury Motorsport, 145.4, last lap round, 148.7. Catalonia, E32, across the line, 144.1. So the running order for the Endurance this morning, you'll see 4 electric vehicles out on track now. The idea is that we can get through all the electric vehicles at the beginning of the Endurance stint. This is to allow them to charge before the afternoon session. The afternoon session will be running outright fastest lap order, from I believe fastest to slowest, but we'll see what happens there. There are 3 more electric vehicles to run this morning. Whether or not they'll actually turn up and run is a very good question, because one of them is my team, the University of York.
So just on that, Isaac, obviously a little bit disappointing from your perspective coming all the way across the Tasman. So how's the team sort of rallied together to get behind this project.
It's been a difficult year, there's no denying that, and I'm sure we're all looking forward to it to end so we can go into next year and crack on with things. But right now we're desperate to see the car on the track. We know it can get there, we know it has the potential, and we think it could be quite quick if it works. So, you know, we'll just have to see. I'll try and not let my personal emotions cloud my commentary.
Try to be as objective as you can, but
You just wait, we're going to come out and they're going to dominate this. Canterbury across the line, 140.0, followed by, maybe my computer or something. Followed by Catalonia, 134.5. They picked up the pace a bit, they do seem to be catching Canterbury. Last lap round 137.7, and this lap 133.4. Alright, so Electric coming around, completing their last lap of Endurance 1, 128.24. Congratulations to RMIT Electric. I have seen the RMIT Electric vehicle continue around the track. According to our lap count, he has completed the required 19 laps, but this is just proof that the gap effects a bit big, to be honest. Followed swiftly by Canterbury. 152.5.
Just going back to the guys at Catalunya, one of those quirky things they passed on yesterday was speaking with Ivan, the Chief of Marketing in Aero, and just asked him what his impressions of coming to Australia were like. And strangely enough, he said the good thing is that everyone's friendly, obviously, and helpful, but he didn't like the weather.
I'd say this week it's been a bit awkward here, that it's very, very changey and today overcast and cold, but I like it. I feel at home.
Well, they're expecting to come here and, you know, get on the beach and get some hot weather and some rays, because they're just coming out of their summer and going into their winter, and no, I think it really took him by surprise.
Just by confirmation, RMIT Electric did in fact run 19 laps. That's alright. We counted. Catalonia 32 across the line, 135.6. Starting out into lap 17 as Canterbury comes across the line again. 142.5 last time around, 139.5. We will have been shown the last lap board, and they will be completing the first stint of their endurance. He's across the line, 1:30.7. So one thing with the electric cars as opposed to the petrol cars, it's not so easy to put more fuel in them. So we might be seeing some capacity issues for some teams as they try to complete the endurance. That is quite heavy. If you want to make the fuel tank bigger, you have to design it that way in the first place. For a petrol vehicle, you can afford to run it really, find out what your efficiency is like, and then just make the tank bigger, hold a little bit more. With an electric vehicle, it is a task to make it bigger.
So what does that mean for the likes of Swinburne, who seem to be going pretty hard and going for extra laps? Is there anything there that maybe they've done different, or a different package? That's right, RMIT, correct.
At the end of the day, it's a small safety factor.
So yeah, no, they're still going.
Coming past their second to last lap at 139.0, they will have been shown the last lap board. Canterbury appear to have stopped on track. The Swinburne E17 vehicle has been let through to proceed slowly past the car. E17 back in the shot, coming around. Last lap around at 130.7. Held up this time the Canterbury car at 140.0. And now it has turned off, I believe. And the marshal is now pushing the vehicle. Catalonia E32 coming down the back straight on their last lap, being showed the slow down ball by the marshals prior to the corner. I expect they will be let through. Canterbury is well clear of the racing line. And Catalonia are looking on track to complete their first endurance of today. Last lap down for Catalonia at 139.0. I don't think we can expect them to improve on that with the slowdown at the end. It would be mighty impressive if they did, really. And Catalonia across the line, 158.5. Congratulations, Catalonia.
Am I going to be on the shot?
Swinburne E17 coming around the last corner. Last lap around 140.0. Held up, of course, but a 141.9. Last lap now, Swinburne. Moving again, albeit slowly. They've stopped again. Murmurs from the team throughout the week that they have been having small issues with temperatures and things, so it's a good thing on the hill and online. The endurance and efficiency events in this competition are held concurrently. The efficiency event, well, for a petrol car you just measure the amount of fuel going in and out. It's pretty simple, but for an electric car they have a magical means of measuring the power that comes.
Yes, so we've just had a bit of a chat with the guys out of the Canterbury car. I think it was Brandon, the driver. I got to say, when he came out of the vehicle, he was pretty dejected, pretty upset. So he really wasn't in a state to give any comments. But obviously they've got some issues, and we wish them the best. But we've had Willem down there, and Willem's got a bit more of an understanding on what may have happened and the circumstances around it. So Willem, what can you tell us about it?
Well, I think the issue is temperature related, not the battery, but some of the electronics. The team had some
Up today, we've heard some rumblings that they may have had some issues, but we'll find out a little later on. Two cars from Malaysia and then one from Pakistan, so quite a good spread across the globe there, I think.
1 minute 35.5. As we said, Ed, these petrol cars are a bit louder than the electric ones. It's getting noisy down here. Hard to decide if it's a good noise or a bad noise now that we've moved to electric. The electric car has its own kind of noise, a bit more of a whir, but we'll see.
I'll tell you what, the guys from Australian Defence Force Academy, they were saying that their car sounds really neat. So I'm kind of looking forward to that one coming out.
Oh, some good stuff out the end for team later to talk about. Let's go across the line. 1 minute 31.1. University of Wollongong, car 10, out on track for endurance number 1. Wollongong yesterday setting the... That is one thing I miss about the petrol cars, is the smell of the fuel. It's a good one, particularly this is the 85 stuff. Curtin coming around again. Last lap 131.1, this lap a 128.9.
When you're talking during the EV vehicles, it makes it easy, but the sound and the smells of the petrol cars really gets the adrenaline going. I'm not sure how accurate my reports are here, but I think Uni of Newcastle are looking to go EV in 2017. You heard anything about that?
I haven't heard a single thing about that, unfortunately.
So I don't know if it's just a rumour or...
They can walk across the line of 138.9. No, I haven't heard anything about that.
There you go. I hope my investigative reporting skills are coming to the fore there, but I'm happy to be corrected.
Hope we haven't just revealed someone's deep secret. Newcastle being caught quite quickly by the Curtin's car, but that is their cycle lap. Newcastle around 1 minute 43.6. Line 124.7, the fastest lap of the day. University, car number 66, out on track and endurance number 1.
Really keen to see how Monash go this morning. Talking to the guys yesterday, they had some minor issues that affected their performance in acceleration. I think the component was a clutch sensor, so a small, non-expensive bit, kind of could pay to any hopes of getting a really fast time in acceleration. So looks like today they've obviously rectified that, and probably not going to play so much a part in today's event, but obviously a little bit of a setback yesterday.
I have heard that they are confident for today. Wollongong around 128.1. Just sticking a code on the entry to the skip pad complex, but I'm sure they'll look better next time out. And yes, Curtin has passed the Newcastle car on track. Curtin 124.7. Fastest lap of the day last time around. Considering they don't have the fastest of the car, that is a good lap time. And Newcastle coming through 142.6. Wollongong 126.8. We can expect a blue flag for the Monash vehicle, car number 66, as the first passing lane, and Wollongong will be allowed by. Car 14, 124.9, 2 tenths off their fastest lap of the day.
certainly good to see Wollongong pushing hard. Now, had an interesting chat with them yesterday, Isaac. Any idea what they've called their car this year?
I do not know what they've called their car. Is it something we can say over the radio?
Well, yeah, it's all good, it's all clean. So this year's car is called Holly.
Why have they called it Holly?
Well, apparently they have a tradition that they name the car after the person in the team who makes the biggest stuff up during the preparation.
What did Holly do to that? I'm just going to interrupt quickly. That Wollongong car just ran a 1:24.2, the fastest lap of the day. So what did Holly do to that car?
Well, apparently he failed or forgot to drill a hole in the fuel tank for some component. So they said, that's it, we're calling it Holly after you.
Curtin University, 1:23.6. Curtin will be showing the last lap board. This is lap 9 for their first stint in this endurance. Through 1:30.2. Number 10, coming in for lap number 6, 1:23.60, 200s faster. Monash University across the line, 1:25.4, certainly picking up the pace.
Not surprising it hasn't taken them long to start pushing hard and getting some respectable lap times.
University are on their last lap in this first stint of the endurance. Last time around, 1:23.6, this time 1:25.6. University now, of course, into the driver change area. 3 minutes time unadded to their total endurance time, just to allow the drivers to be put back in. Newcastle last time 1:30.2, 1:30.3, very consistent. Round come Monash, last time round 1:25.4, this time 1:23.9. So I've been asked, how do they weigh the fuel for efficiency in this event? The way it works is there is a fuel bay dedicated to the petrol filling of these vehicles. You take your car there and they fill the tank to the brim, right to the brim, while weighing the vehicle, I believe. It's a bit tricky, haven't been there for a while, don't have a petrol car now. But then after the endurance event, the vehicle is wheeled back over and re-weighed and filled up, I think, and they take basically however much fuel you put in. I think the actual scoring for the efficiency event, though, is based off of the equivalent CO2 emissions for the burning of the fuel. So E85 has a different scaling factor to 98, which has a different scaling factor again to an electric vehicle. The electric vehicle efficiency is based off of the method of power generation used in the country of the competition. Newcastle across the line, 1:28.4. Fastest lap of the day for them. Yeah, Auckland have been a bit miffed for the last couple of years by that efficiency scoring. Coming second a couple of times to an electric vehicle. Wollongong across the line, 1:25.5. They'll have been shown the last lap board, but Monash, 1:22.4. A second, more than a second clear of the next fastest lap of the day. Newcastle University, 128.4 last time, 129.8 this time around. Wollongong coming in for the end of their first endurance stint, followed very closely by Monash. Wollongong across the line with a 125.1. And Monash, 122.3, a tenth quicker. Now I'm just going to do a shout out to the people watching and listening in online. Hopefully you can hear me right now. We know we are having major technical issues with the audio. It's not at our end, it's at the server end, and we are trying desperately to get it fixed. Curtin University rounds their first lap on their second stint of endurance, 135.0. I mean, it's a meaningless number, but that is the quickest cycling lap of the day so far. University of Newcastle coming around for lap number 8 in their stint, 127.8, their fastest time of the day. Monash 122.8, showing the last lap board for their first stint. And we see the University of Waikato out on track.
So just down here in the pits again with Michael, who's just stepped out of the car number 14, University of Canterbury. Well done, Michael. You guys should be pretty pleased with your results so far this morning. How have you found the performance of the vehicle, and are you sort of settling in, comfortable with it?
Yeah, thanks. The vehicle's been pretty great this morning. The handling's been very good. It's been a little bit slippery, but very predictable. Very easy to handle and plenty of grip. The tyres are working great today.
Yeah, well, it's obvious from your times you're tracking in the top 3, I believe, if it hasn't changed since I was last up there in the timing box. So looking forward to some better performances this afternoon.
Yeah, that's right. Our gun drivers have been this afternoon, hopefully putting down even better times than what I've put down.
Sure. So Michael, what's your role in the team apart from driver?
Well, this year I've been the race engineer, so I've been looking at the logs and then working on ways to improve the performance of the car between testing days.
Okay, and do you have prior experience in driving, like you come from a karting or some sort of motorsport background yourself?
Yeah, I do actually. I've had a little bit of off-road experience, so it's not as relevant as you might think, but it's good to have that kind of racing seat time.
Sure, no, well done. Well, Michael, appreciate your time, and good luck for the rest of the afternoon. And maybe if we can get any of your team up there on the mounds, do you think?
Yeah, there's definitely a few up there.
That's it. Give a big cheer, guys. Doing well, so congratulations. All the best. Cheers.
Waikato University completing their first lap at 152.4. Curtin coming in for their second lap of the second stint, 124.0. And the University of Newcastle are out for the beginning of their second stint. Second lap time. 0 second lap time. Curtin University passing Waikato on track. Curtin, car number 14, last time round, the 1 minute 24.0. This time round, 129.5. Followed by Waikato with a 154.5.
So yeah, Isaac just back down in the pits here. I'm standing here with Willem. He's got an update on the team from Wollongong. What was the scenario there, mate?
So we saw early on that they were very fast. They overtook the Monash car, but towards the end of their run, they were slowing down, and we noticed a few big oversteer moments. So they have an oil leak, which was big enough when it came in for driver change that it was clear you couldn't continue. And the oversteer moments were almost certainly caused by oil being thrown onto the rear tyres. So let's hope they can find a solution and get back out on track for this afternoon's run. A pity because they were pretty quick.
No, thanks very much for that, Willem. Yeah, we definitely wish them all the best. I hope they can get back out on the track soon. Over to you, Isaac.
And some unfortunate news from the pit lane. Car number 10, University of Wollongong, setting the fastest time of the day, really, have unfortunately not been able to continue in the second stint of this endurance. Curtin University coming through with a 128.1, followed by Waikato 137.6, their fastest time of the day. University of Newcastle coming around 136.1. As I hear a cheer behind me as an engine starts, is that Monash approaching the track? It certainly is. Off for the second stint in endurance number 1. Now, according to my clock, that driver stop may have exceeded 3 minutes, but that is a decision that will be announced later. Monash so far setting the best lap time of the day with a 1 minute 22.30. Curtin University through for lap 15, 126.7. Waikato University, 135.5, fastest lap of the day for them. University of Newcastle, 1 minute 32.5. Track. Car 66 with a 126.1, the fastest cycling lap of the day. Yellow flag being waved from Monash as the University of Newcastle car has collected a cone that would appear in its front left wing. Not entirely sure, maybe just, sorry, it is the University of Waikato vehicle, stopped on track. Sorry, Newcastle. Car 14 Curtin through with the 126.04, but being waved the yellow flags. The University of Waikato vehicle is still stopped on track, has been pushed back and perhaps turned around by the marshal, but it's good to see they are moving again under their own power. Now that stoppage of the vehicle on track will have probably compromised this lap time for everyone out on track. Monash through with a 126.6. Newcastle 143.7. Jersey being shown the last lap board, 126.6. That's quite funny. I did say that everyone's lap time would be compromised by that Waikato vehicle stopping on track, but Monash come round and set a time only 5 tenths slower than the previous lap. I'd say this driver's got a lot left in the tank. And it's good to see that the Waikato car seems to be moving just as fine as it was before. Car 25, last time round at 135.5, but this time at 259.1 with that stoppage, of course. Monash shooting on into the skid pad, coming on through there, 123.5. University of Newcastle, car number 3 through with a 137.9. Followed by Curtin University, 124.9. Curtin then completing their endurance. Congratulations, Curtin. As we see the University of Tasmania car, number 44, out on track. UTAS had their own sort of set of issues earlier in the week, but they managed to get them sussed. Just before mechanical scrutineering, they thought they'd chuck a template through down the driver's legs and check that it passed. It didn't. So just as I was leaving Monash late one night, I ran into them wheeling their car on in, their plans being to widen the front end of the chassis. Considering they're on track that right now, it must have worked. Well done to them. As we see the Waikato car, number 25, through with a 141.8. Monash University flying around 121.2. Yeah, that pace 20 seconds quicker than Waikato on any given lap. They will hopefully make it through unimpeded at this next passing lane. Just now, Monash have caught up to Waikato. Waikato's being shown the blue flag and have pulled into the passing lane, letting Monash University pass. Newcastle, car number 3 through with a 133.8, completing lap 15. And UTAS round for their sighting lap, 140.8. Held up this lap perhaps by Waikato, but coming around again with a 123.0. Waikato making a cone across the line with a 142.8. So we keep saying that some teams are nicking a cone, and you must wonder how that affects their times. Each cone hidden on any given lap is equivalent to a 2-second added time penalty added after the race. If you miss a gate or try to take a sneaky shortcut, that is a 10-second time penalty per gate. University of Newcastle, 133.8 last time around, 133.3 this time. And here comes Utah's car number 44 across the line with a 141.1. Monash across with a 124.0. Looking like they'll probably catch Utah this lap. Similar situation to Waikato. Hopefully they can make it through unimpeded. Waikato University just having a bit of an issue as they come into the skid pad complex, making a cone but making it back onto the track and across the line with a 140.9. Monash University making it past the car in front of them. Yes, Monash successfully passed car 44 Utahs. And a car moving slowly on track. It's the University of Newcastle. They do appear to have lost power to the vehicle, car number 3. Unfortunate because they were on lap 17, I think. Car 66, Monash University, being held up by the University of Newcastle incident, but making it through clean and safely. Coming around into the skid pad complex, and across the line, 125.7. Utah is also successfully navigating the stopped car last time round with a 141.9, this time 145.9. Utah's car lifting the rear left wheel as it comes through the tight hairpin. And the University of Newcastle car has been successfully recovered by the marshals and cleared off the track. A disappointment for them, they were on lap 17. Colours being waved still in the sector as the car is cleared, but Waikato navigating on through. Car 25 last time a 140.9, this time 145.4. And that is the end of their first stint for their driver. Congratulations, Waikato. And Griffith University, car 111 out on track. Monash University, car number 66, coming through into the skid pad complex. Incident all cleared. Should be a good lap time. It certainly is. 1 minute. 20.2, a second quicker than their fastest lap. If my lap count don't deceive me, this is the last lap for Monash University in the first endurance, and they have made an impression. Utah's car 44 coming into the skid pad. Last time out, 145.0, this time 136.1. Griffith University car 111 setting fire to the acceleration event yesterday, and while the results may not be out, seemingly coming first across the line on their first lap with a 1:34.3, followed by Monash completing the endurance step 1:21.3. Congratulations, Monash. Run last time with their personal best, they 1:36.1, and across the line this time 1:35.5. University completing their driver change and logs their back out on track, car number 25. Hearing over the radio down here, the marshal's calling in though. Keep calling it Waikato. This is the third time I've had to say this. It's Waikato. It's like the cat. Meow. Griffith University across the line, 1:26.8. Car number 63, Redback Racing, the University of New South Wales, onto the track for the first time today. Car 44, University of Tasmania, pulling back into the skip pad complex. Last time round, 1:35.5. Across the line this time, 1:35.9. I'm hearing an interesting noise down here as each of the cars comes past, but in particular the UTAS car sounding very high revving. Not sure if it's stuck in one gear or what's quite happening there, because it's still setting very competitive lap times, but it's a noticeably different noise to the rest of the cars. Round comes Griffith, car 111. Now whether it's an illusion or not, they're very low to the ground. This thing looks quick. Across the line, 1:29.8. Nicking is coming unfortunately, but they'll be off to see even quicker lap time this time round, after successfully passing the Waikato car last lap. Waikato across the line with a 2:0.1.
Thank you for that.
Car 63 Redback Racing coming round from their outlap. First lap tyre round 1:37.2. And UTAS around again, last lap 1:35.9, this lap 1:35.3, their personal best. So just a recap of what's happening on track right now. We have 4 cars out on track. University of Waikato, the University of Tasmania, Griffith University, and Redback Racing from the University of New South Wales. Griffith coming around again. Last time round 1:29.8. This time 1:23.5. That 1:23.5 appears to be the second outright quickest lap of the day. Sorry, I'm going to reword that. I can't see all the lap time data. I'll say that again. It's the second fastest car on track. Several of Monash's laps were quicker than that one. just seeing it now in future years. I'm going to need a lot of screens with a lot of data as we see the University of Waikato car number 25 stop on track just at the crest before the back straight. The University of Tasmania vehicle being successfully waved through. Hope nothing too serious for them, although I am seeing just University of New South Wales coming through the 131.7. Ah, that was just Waikato spinning its wheels as it shot off around the track. Car 44, University of Tasmania coming round to complete their penultimate lap in the first end of the endurance. 135.3 last time round, 139.7. And Griffith through with a 124.7. Waikato University, glad to see them moving again. Car 25 through with a 242.3. Car 63 Redback Racing coming around, last lap around a 131.7, this lap 138.9. Griffith Racing coming on through. They always seem to make a cone at the end here, and they hit it again. 124.7 last time round, coming across this time with a 127.3. But Car 44, University of Tasmania, across the line with a 141.5 to finish the first stint of their endurance. Waikato, significant improvement on their last lap round. The first trouble-free run for a while with a 1 minute 46.4. Redback Racing, car number 63, last time round 138.9, this time a 128.1, personal best for them. And here comes Griffith, will they hit the cone? They didn't! 127.3 last time round, a 124.6 this time. Now, I've been informed by Anne, she's just trying to find one of the Monash drivers that drove in that stint to have a chat to him about how it went. We all know it went quite well based on their lap times, but we'll see what he thinks. University of Waikato, car number 25, 146.4 last time round. Final corner and across the line with a 141.1. New South Wales, 1 minute 28.2. University coming around to complete lap 8, 1:21.9, their fastest lap of the day. The Griffith vehicle will have been shown the last lap board for their driver, meaning they will head into the pits after the timing line on this lap. The real question is, will they catch the University of New South Wales in front of them? Griffith lapping in the 121s, New South Wales in the 128s. They should not be impeded by the New South Wales vehicle if they continue at this rate. Griffith hitting a cone just before the passing lane, and Waikato cresting the hill down onto the back straight. Waikato currently sitting on lap number 14. Car 25 from Waikato, dropping its times every lap in this stint. Coming around 1:44.8 this lap. He's saying that there's a bit of a drop in curse, only 3 seconds off their fastest lap. Car 63, New South Wales, across the line, 1:29.8, and Griffith then finishing their first stint, 1:22.0. Now, we don't know a huge amount about the Griffith car, but they are only a second-year team, and the murmurs from them are that their budget is $0. If you could give them any help, that would be appreciated, but their lap times are showing they don't need that. Currently, the second fastest car that's been out today, setting the fastest time of 1:21.9, the fastest time being set on the whole thing today of 1:20.2 by Monash University. Yeah, Griffith is only a second-year car, I believe. Last year, rocking up with a robust looking space frame, but setting the second fastest time of the day for a bit. And themselves a bit of a reputation there, and they've come back and they are living up to it. Second fastest time out there today again. University of Waikato car 25, 1:44.8 last time around. Very consistent this car, 1:34.9. New South Wales, 1:28.9.
Yeah, thanks Isaac. Finally caught up with Cameron from Monash. Just stepped out of the car, walking down from Park Ferme, so it's a bit of a long walk for you. But congratulations, Cameron. Performance going really well, and the team's bounced back from yesterday. So any comments?
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, we made some setup modifications. Overnight, and they seem to have worked, and the cars got really good on track, and and I think we're going to be hopefully have a competitive time.
Well, certainly your times are showing that. Strong performance, as we said. Is it pretty much going to plan so far?
It's been going pretty well. We had some issues yesterday, but we've seemed to have resolved those. So we're pleased with that. And as far as in my stint, the car went really well.
Excellent. No, well done. Keep pushing and give the other team something to catch up to. So congratulations, and wish you the best for the rest of the day.
Some of you with a keen eye may have seen the UTS electric vehicle E59, I believe, entering the endurance event. They are running out of order. They were scheduled to run towards the beginning, but they've clearly got their car together and made it down and been allowed to race. Car 63, New South Wales, around to complete lap 8, 1:28.4. Here, a petrol car starting behind me. Griffith University successfully restarting car 111 back out on track for the second stint of its endurance. That's the electric vehicle E59 across the line on their outlap, 147.1.
So Isaac and everyone, we've got one of our international competitors about to join the field. They're down at the start line grid behind the timing truck, and it's the University of Mara, Malaysia, car number 45. So these guys, when they get on the track, give them a warm welcome. They've had a little bit of success recently in October. They were the winners of the Formula SAE Asian. So hopefully they can put in some strong performances today.
Yes, we're really looking forward to seeing them on track. New South Wales around completing their first stint of their endurance of 128.7. Waikato around for lap 17, 135.1, on track to finish this stint of endurance. Number 1 Griffith coming around for their outlap, across the line with a 1 minute 29.8.
Just remember, guys, well, we're munching on a couple of Krispy Kreme donuts up here, so we're really looked after. We've got live chat on YouTube. Hopefully it's working. I think it's hashtag FSAE-A. No, that's not YouTube. No, that's Twitter. Is that Twitter?
That is Twitter.
Twitter or Tweety? Oh, look, my IT skills aren't that good, but. So yeah, we've got Twitter and live streaming as well, as we mentioned earlier, in pit lane YouTube, which is www.youtube.com/inpitlane. Brought to you by RMI TV Productions from RMIT University.
Waikato University complete their first endurance. Congratulations, Waikato, going out on a 1 minute 36.7.
While we're waiting on some more times to come through, maybe a quick mention, a few more supporters and partners of the Formula SAE. Obviously we've got CAMS heavily involved, so we thank them. SolidWorks is back with us, Intercad, and obviously support from Kangan Institute. And yeah, once again, RMI TV and In Pit Lane, so thanks guys for getting on board.
And we have the University of Technology Mara on track, car number 45, the Green Machine. Griffith University car 111 through with a 124.6 at the end of lap 12.
So Griffith University car 111, their second year. into the comp after a reasonably good debut last year, I think it was. 14th, I believe, Isaac, if my research isn't.
And just to interrupt really quickly, the University of Technology Mara car has spun on the back straight, but they do appear to be turning around themselves.
Oops.
Someone stuck through there. Probably Redback Racing, I'd say, University of New South Wales. No, it was Griffith, car 111. Sorry, back to you, Ange.
Yes, I think Griffith University debuted at 14th overall, so they're looking pretty good at the moment.
The Mara vehicle has turned itself around and is continuing around to complete its outlap in this stint of the endurance. No, sorry, the Mara car has left the track.
Oh, that is so disappointing.
Well, they're still out there, they're just not physically on the track. He has, well, I'm not sure what's happened here, but he's completely missed the final corner and gone off down the return road towards the drag strip.
Yeah, not quite sure what's happened to Mara there. They've kind of disappeared.
And the Griffith car coming through with a 1 minute 23.8. Bit of confusion there as the Mara car appeared to miss the last corner. They have continued down to the end of the track. I think they're safely back into pit lane. ADFA, the Australian Defence Force Academy, their car number 15 on track, and it's the first time we've seen them this weekend, I think. And we see car 45, the University of Technology from Mara, back out on track. Across the line for the first lap, 3:55.3, but they did travel about 3 times as far as the rest of them.
I thought Mara was maybe trying to do the full lap of Calder Park circuit by looking at that.
Yeah, they may have been watching about much of the Australian touring cars from the 90s when they thought that was the track, but they've made it back and glad to see them back out there. UTSE 59 last time around with a 134.9, this time 136.8. Last time around 123.8, this time 124.8. Yellow flags being waved at the far end of the circuit for, not entirely sure what vehicle that is, perhaps ADFA car number 15. Unfortunately, they have stopped on their outlap. The driver is still in the vehicle, yellow flags being waved. Number 45, the University of Technology from Mara, the green machine running down the back straight. Hopefully he'll make the last corner this time. Yes, we do have a little bit of a collection of cars forming up at the far end of the track as they try to navigate the ADFA car, but Griffith successfully through and UTSE 59 through as well.
Yeah, that is a bit of a disappointment for Defence Force because just talking to the guys yesterday, I think Renegade, the moral master, is going to have to maybe exert some influence if the guys are having some issues. But really, really hope that they can get that machine back working because they deserve some good success.
Around the track, 2 minutes 11.1. University car 111, they are rocking along. It's going to be interesting to see what times they end up posting. Coming around again. 136.1, of course, delayed by the Adfa car at the other end of the track. And the track is clear. They have, by the looks of it, gotten themselves underway again. The Adfa car successfully navigating their way back to the skid pad area. Car number 15, a long outlap perhaps, but across the line with a 351.9 and into the pits, unfortunately. Griffith University car triple one coming around for lap 17 across the line, 124.3, 1 lap left. Across the line, E59 with a 132.5. Successfully navigating into the skid pad area and across the line with a 2 minute 16. On the hill, Adfa car number 15 successfully making it back out on track. Line 125.7, completing their first endurance. Congratulations, Griffith University. UTSC 59 making a questionable noise, coming into the flag, coming into the pits now, 135.0. That is the end of their first stint of this endurance. Currently on track we have Adfa car number 15 and University of Technology Mara car number 45.
Sorry for cutting in there, Isaac, but we're down in the pits with Joel, the technical director of the Adfa team. So Joel, we saw the car come in there a couple of minutes ago. Any ideas what the issue could have been?
Unfortunately, we're having a little bit of an issue with the gear shifting. It wouldn't shift down, so hopefully he's going to sort that out and that becomes good. Otherwise, we may have to change our tactics and maybe stay in second for the entire endurance. See how that goes.
Yeah, well, that'll be an interesting exercise, but I guess you'll have a chance to look at the car again during the break, during the half-time break, and then maybe sort it out if there's anything that needs to be done.
Yeah, that should give us an opportunity to look at it and hopefully sort it out.
No worries, Joel. Thanks for your time and good luck for the afternoon.
car number 15 around the track. Fastest lap so far at 2 minute 45.4. Apologise to some of the listeners up on the hill and online. Sorry for speaking over Ange sometimes. It's a bit hard to hear what the speakers are actually saying, so sometimes I just go for it. I can hear a tractive system active sound coming from behind me. That must be the restart of car E59, the University of Technology from Sydney entry. And yes, it's back on track. Pretty interesting noises coming from that car, but hopefully things are going to be okay for them as Mara comes round. Last lap 159.5, this lap a 157.5. Cars on track so far and the action this morning. Currently on track we have UTS E59, an electric vehicle running slightly out of sequence but looking to get an endurance completed this morning. The University of Technology Mara from Malaysia is also on track, and the Australian Defence Force Academy vehicle, car number 15, just nicking a cone as they come into the skid pad area, completing lap 3, 1 minute 48.2, their fastest lap of the day. So our data doesn't show us cumulative times and things like that for the endurance, so the times are going to be reading out will be the fastest laps from each car. But today we've had Monash University with the outright fastest lap at a 1 minute 20.2, followed by Griffith 121.9. Wollongong unfortunately failing to complete their second stint of their endurance with a 123.6, and Curtin with a 123.6. And the UTS EV across the line with a 1 minute 34.5.
Having a chat to the guys from University Tech of Sydney, car number E59. They suspect that they've got an annoying little problem with a bit of metal or some plastic rubbing against, what do they call it, an actuator or accumulator? Is it an accumulator, Isaac?
Depends which bit. Actuators and accumulator is in there, but hopefully it's an actuator and not the accumulator, because that is the battery pack and that is a big scary thing. Car 45 Mara across the line with 158.2. But yeah, the UTS sound, it's cyclic but quiet, so as long as they can keep it down at that volume, it means things aren't getting much worse and they'll be able to complete this endurance.
Yeah, well, they really couldn't fault it in the pits, but they're going to take it back after the lunchtime break and rip it down and see if there's anything major, but they're not too concerned about it at the moment.
Yeah, the UTS lap times have been pretty good in the scheme of things, so they'll be looking to keep that vehicle running in the second endurance this afternoon. 134.5, the lap they set last time around. I mean, that is one of the quickest outlaps we've seen of the day. And the Adfer car around with a 142.1, their fastest lap of the day so far.
Yeah, the Adfer guys were complaining of some gear shift issues, as we know, so yeah, I'm not sure whether that's just an intermittent problem, but we'll see how that goes.
Adfer have had a big year this year, shifting from their old powertrain to a new turbo KTM 500 running a Motec ECU. So a lot of big changes for them this year. UTS across the line, 142.7. The noise does sound like it's getting worse, unfortunately. Car 45 coming around. Last time around a lap with a 158.2. This time 155.8, their fastest lap of the day. Seeing yellow flags being frantically waved over the crest of the back straight. I suspect a vehicle has stopped on track. We can't see anything from the timing booth, but the vehicle's out there right now. Here comes ADFA clearing, which means it's UTS E59, unfortunately stopped on track. Oh, sorry, this is UTS E59 coming down here. It must be the ADFA car, the Australian Defence Force Academy, car number 15. The Mara car has also stopped at the end of the skid pad area. UTS coming in for lap 12. They will be slowed down through this segment. The vehicle is on the line, racing line. E59 across the line with a 147.0. Being directed around and successfully navigating past the University of Technology Mara vehicle. And green flags, clear to go on their way. I can see the ADFA car has been pushed clear of the track. Hopefully by the time the UTS vehicle gets around there, the track will be green in that sector and they will not be impeded. That's a real bummer for ADFA. They did have that issue lap 1, lap 2 they're a bit slow, but lap 3 and lap 4 they were flying through with competitive times. Hopefully they'll be able to get whatever's wrong with that sussed by the afternoon and come back out. E59 coming around for lap 13, 142.1. UTS have 5 laps left to complete in this endurance stint, and while there is the very concerning sound, they're keeping it at bay, clearly, whatever the problem is, and hopefully they'll be able to make it around and finish this endurance stint.
So we've got Stefan here in the commentary box, who's been keeping a keen eye on the proceedings today. And Stefan, as we mentioned earlier, has come all the way from the US, and we're really indebted to have his presence here. It's a long way to come. So, Stefan, what's been your involvement with the Formula SAE Australasia thus far?
Yeah, thank you. So, I had a couple of this last 4 days, mostly design judging on the EV powertrain. My background is in electric vehicles. I've been in the electrified powertrain engineering group at Ford for about 15 years, so I was really excited out here and see what these teams are doing. I think from an electric standpoint, the Formula event is only a few years in with electric powertrains. You can see that the teams are still working on what the winning formula is. You've got teams that have very simple designs with a single motor driving a differential. You've got teams that are going for all-wheel drive and torque vectoring, a little more complicated, but potentially giving some advantages in traction and whatnot. It's going to be really neat to see how it plays out over time and what ends up winning. I've seen some really innovative and good work from the different teams. I think it was QUT has built their own inverters actually to drive the motors. That was pretty impressive. A lot of teams are buying those off the shelf. I know the RMIT electric team had some pretty nice battery management boards that I was looking at that they designed themselves and built. Overall, I'm just impressed that there are so many teams out here that have fielded cars and that are running, and I'm really excited to see how the electrics fare overall.
That's excellent work there, Stefan. So amongst that, was there anything that really stood out for you as being something that was over and above what you would have expected?
Well, I think looking back on it, my background is in actually the motor and power electronics with Ford, and the team that built their inverters from scratch and did their own motor controls. I mean, that's really impressive for an undergraduate university team, honestly. And so that stood out to me as over and above. But just being able to field a car out here that runs and can do these endurance events, you know, that is a major accomplishment. So, you know, my congratulations to all the teams out here.
Well, thanks very much, Stefan. We really appreciate your comments, and as we said, very honoured to have you down here, and hope you enjoy the rest of the proceedings, and maybe get some more in-depth comments from you later on in the day.
Certainly. Thank you very much.
Thanks for that, Ange and Stefan. Just an update on the on-track action. The only vehicle on track right now is the electric vehicle, University of Technology Sydney E59. Currently on lap 16, which means they have 2 more to go after this. Last time round sitting at 141.7, but clearly nursing some issue with the rear drive line.
So Sydney University, car number 59, just posted a lap time of, if I'm reading this right, 138.77.
Yes, you are reading that right, Ange, but just to clarify, it is not the University of Sydney. There are 3 universities here with Sydney, and it's quite tricky. We've got the University of Western Sydney, who I don't believe have run, the University of Sydney, who I don't believe have run, and UTS, the University of Technology Sydney, car E59, who are currently running. They have been shown, I think, the last lap board. No, 2 laps left to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate, if anyone's going to get it wrong, it's going to be me, so I'll have to look at my program a bit closer, I think.
Unfortunately, the UTS vehicle does appear to have stopped on top of the hill just at the back straight. I think the driver has taken the steering wheel off the car, and oh no, the driver is egressing the vehicle. University of Technology Sydney, vehicle E59, has stopped on lap 16 of their endurance. Lap 17 of their endurance, even more heartbreaking, only 1 lap to go. He is taking a look back there at the rear drive line. They've managed to stave off whatever the issue was for 17 laps, but unfortunately it has caused their vehicle to stop on the penultimate lap. Hopefully they'll be able to fix it before this afternoon's endurance. Their vehicle is looking quick. It's on pace with a lot of the petrol and electric teams, and that's with them nursing the issue.
Yeah, no, that's definitely guttering for the, really terrible for the guys, but just having a look.
The the driver is back in the vehicle, but I think by the rules he has taken the wheel off and he has egressed the vehicle. This may be just to move it either onto the truck or around the track again. But it's good to see they still think it's in at least a running state.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going anywhere in a hurry, that's for sure.
Now, I think this may be the last of the on-track action for a while. The gates for the event are open until midday, 22 more minutes, but there are no more cars lined up for this. We've seen a total of, I think, 16 or 17 cars run in this out of the 32 entrants. Looking at a lot of the teams that didn't run in this session, I expect a lot of them will be running this afternoon. Ones that I did expect to see, it must be said, is Tokyo Denki University, the University of Adelaide, University of Melbourne, and Auckland, of course, the mighty Auckland.
That's interesting you say that, Isaac. I don't recall seeing Uni of Melbourne out there yesterday, so have you heard anything, whether there was any dramas with the car?
No, I was standing next to them during the design event, which was obviously on Friday before any of the dynamic events, and they didn't mention anything being off about their car. I think they made it through scrutineering. I actually don't know off the top of my head, but they're a team that consistently has good finishes at FSAE Australasia, so I can't imagine they're having a great time.
No, certainly a strong contender in the past, and obviously one of the teams that could have been punching for a first or a second place, but we haven't seen them, so not looking good for Melbourne Uni at the moment.
No, so I'll just do a quick recap of the first endurance session this morning. On track this morning and completing endurances, we had RMIT Electric, the University of Catalonia from Spain, Swinburne University, and unfortunately the University of Canterbury Motorsport electric vehicle and the UTS E59 electric vehicle did not finish. And that's a wrap up for the EVs. For the petrol cars, Curtin, Monash University, Waikato University, Griffith University completed the petrol endurance, and unfortunately Newcastle, UTAS, New South Wales, Mara, ADFA and Wollongong failed to complete their attempt at the endurance. Now, I don't have anything in the way of cumulative lap times or anything that would actually tell you who's been doing well in the endurance event. I'll see if I can get a little bit of a thing going in the gap before lunch. But we've seen some vehicles on track looking blisteringly quick today. The Monash vehicle outright fastest lap at a 1 minute 20.2. Next fastest car being the Griffith University car at a 121.9, followed by Wollongong at a 123.6 and Curtin 123.6.
Yeah, so rounding out the top five, Swinburne, car number 17, followed by RMIT, car number 88. Newcastle sitting at 7th, followed by New South Wales, car number 63, sitting at 8th. Car number 59, Sydney, sitting at 9th. Rounding out the top 10, we have the UPC, car number 32. Just outside the top 10, we've got University of Waikato, car number 25 on 11th. And we're just trying to get the screen to roll down, but it's not working. Another technical problem. There we go. Isaac to the rescue. 13th position, no, 12th position, car number 44, Tasmania. 13th is car number 13, Canterbury. 14th, we have car number 15, the Australian Defence Force. We've obviously seen some issues from them. And at 15th, car number 45, the Mara from Malaysia. So not going too well for them at the moment.
I think that's going to be it from us down in commentary for the Endurance 1 at FSAE Australasia 2016. It's been a bit of a mixed weathery condition kind of thing going on down here at Calder Park Raceway today, but the sky is clearing and we're looking in store for a bright blue, albeit a little chilly and windy afternoon session. The action on track is expected to recommence at 1:15 p.m, 13:15 GMT, but commentary will be starting at about 10 past 1 realistically. Depends when we finish lunch. Once again, a big thank you to RMIT University and RMIT TV for letting In Pit Lane live stream the Formula SAE Australasia event. You can check out the live stream at www.youtube.com/InPitLane or by Googling In Pit Lane Live. We are live streaming until about 5 p.m. today. Another big thanks, of course, to the sponsors of the Formula SAE Australasia competition: Ford, Holden, Bosch, Toyota, and the Defence Force recruiting arm for sponsoring the whole competition and every team. But on top of that, we have RACV, CAMS, Intercad, Dassault SolidWorks, Kangan Institute, and of course, RMIT TV and In Pit Lane Live. That's it from us for now. Ange, Willem, Stefan, and Isaac up here in the commentary. We'll be back at about 1 p.m.
Yeah, it's still filming. James and Adrian have gone. Good idea. Yeah, that's good.